up, Aquarius Collective? Thank you for joining me for your energy reading. My name is Keita. If it's your first time joining me, welcome. And if you are a returning viewer, welcome back. I am going to be doing a self-care focused reading for you guys. But just like Pisces, because I did Pisces before you all was reading, it may be pointing to some broader themes that are or are going to be showing up for you. So we're gonna see what message wants to come forward. So I'm going to be pulling from the energy oracle cards, which will serve as tarot, and then I'll be clarifying with the gateway of light activate. Okay, light. Is that y'all's reading it here lately? Whenever I do y'all's reading, the light gets brighter in this room. I don't know. I don't think it shows up on camera, but yeah, my light just got brighter. And then the sacred self-care cards. So the gateway of light activation cards and the sacred self-care cards will be our oracle guidance. And yeah, I'm also going to be using bibliomancy to prescribe a particular crystal that you guys should work with, or energy that you are already aligned with. So let's see what's going on with the Aquarius Collective. It is so hot in here. So I'm hot as hell. And the light got brighter. And to me, that is speaking to vitality, raising your vibration, your life force energy, your confidence, working on your solar plexus, maybe even your sacral chakra, your sexual energy, your passion, your capacity to be in intimate connection. I think I just got no, I didn't. I thought I got a notification. So yeah, that may be speaking to what's about to come forward in the reading. But Father God, Mother Earth, ancestors, and spirit guides, I come to you in this moment asking that you speak to me and through me, helping me to bring forth the best message for the highest good of the Aquarius Collective at this time. We thank you in advance for the message that's coming forth. And so it is. So you got cornucopia, represented by the number 2, which speaks to wish fulfillment, like knowing what it is you want, what you desire, and getting it, like having what it is that you want, having a wish fulfilled, and not only having it, but having it in abundance. So with cornucopia, you all have set your sights, or your you set your sights on something or someone, some lifestyle, some idea, something, and it's within your reach. It does require some effort on your part, but as you can see, this energy is bright. The sun is shining on this harvest. So it's whatever it is, it's something that's good for you. It's something that sustains you. And it's within your, not only within your reach, but like the stars are aligning for you to have it. And you also have what looks like a butterfly here as well. So there's possibly some transformation that has had to take place in order. It's a couple of them. Yep, I see 2 butterflies. I've never noticed this second one before. So there's some transformation taking place, possibly relative to 2 people, in order to align with appreciating and enjoying this type of a harvest, this type of cornucopia. So this is something that brings like a high vibrational quality into your life. So that's dope. And we was just talking about me being hot and the sun looked like it's beaming. And solar plexus and sacral chakra energy, which the solar plexus is represented by the color yellow. So you got all this bright yellow sunshine energy. Our solar plexus is like our inner sun. And so there's some clarity about this desire or this wish fulfillment as well, because that is the energy that the sun brings into our life. Clarity, enlightenment, happiness, joyfulness, playfulness, lightheartedness. So got that going on. At the top of the deck you have broken heart. Well, this is beautiful, because if you're coming from a broken-hearted place and moving into this cornucopia, that is definitely healing and fulfilling and rewarding, and the type of energy that you want to see after having some kind of a situation where you've possibly been brokenhearted. So there's some separation of some sort that has taken place, some hurt and pain that has taken place with the broken heart being at the top of the deck. Or for some of you, in order to enjoy this cornucopia, you're having to go through some sort of a separation from something or someone. So you got broken heart at the top of the deck, and then patience, represented by the number 16. I told you, this cornucopia, this thing which is nourishing and nurturing and brings sustenance into your life that you desire, it's going to require effort on your part and some patience. Patience for you and whoever is a part of your support system is going to require patience. And especially if you've come from a separation or grief or brokenheartedness in any way. So like if you had to break up with somebody to get with somebody, or part ways with something or someone in order to enjoy this cornucopia, yeah, it takes patience in order to just give your all to another situation from a healthy, whole, healed place, because healing takes time. And so it's going to require some surrendering to divine timing. This woman here, she's got like a clock in her lap. So this is like pointing to getting started on something that you desire, but knowing that because you just got out of some hurtful situation, or just became aware of something painful, or needing to be patient with yourself and whoever else may be involved in this situation. And if this is a relationship, then you're having to be vocal about the patience that you need. Or you may be linking with somebody who needs this type of patience and compassion from you because they just got out of something, or they're grieving, but it's what you want. So you want to go ahead and start working toward that. You just don't need to be in a huge rush to get things to a certain level. But we're going to clarify this, because especially with this here, y'all, I'm hot as hell. I don't got the heat on. I don't know what this is about. I don't know though, because with this cornucopia, that could very much be speaking to like indulging passion. That's why I'm hot. Y'all in heat. You feeling real passionate about something. Great job, Keita. I done dropped the book. Hold on, y'all. Okay. So, let's see what kind of self-care you need as you navigate this situation. Okay. All of these cards, not only did they fall like near broken heart, but they moved the card. I don't think I've ever had that happen in a reading before. So what it says is you definitely, even though you've gone through what you've gone through, separation, broken heart, whatever the case, pain, hurt, you're healing from something, you're needing to move forward. And I think that's coming up because a lot of times when we go through painful situations, we allow that to paralyze us and we don't make any moves. This is saying make moves. It ain't gotta be fast paced, charging forward in a situation, but you're needing to make moves toward this cornucopia, because when these self-care cards came out, I'm looking at the card that's on the bottom of the deck of the self-care oracle, but when these self-care cards fell out, they fell on the table and scooted the broken heart card closer to cornucopia and patience. You just need to take a slow, methodical, step-by-step, day-by-day approach to what it is that you are desiring, like the Knight of Pentacles. And he came out in, was it the Soul Food Sundays reading or Pisces? One or the other, because at this point I've done both for the month of May. So you may want to check that out if any of what I'm saying is resonating with you. But you got connect with your womb. So this is definitely working with your lower chakras, your root chakra, your sacral chakra, and clearing out any stuck, stagnant energy that may be housed there. Here you have a picture of a uterus, a rainbow, and a lotus. So wanting to work on healing your sexual energy, as well as you're feeling safe and secure in a situation or in life in general. So you're wanting to work with, like, when I'm working on my, if I'm talking to a feminine energy, when I'm working intentionally on my root chakra, I make sure I'm taking my doing my yoni steams, and not only am I doing it for the health of my vagina, I'm doing it in order to clean out my womb, and I'm meditating and listening to some root chakra frequencies. I got my crystals around me that are pertinent to what it is that I'm seeking to accomplish, my intention. But yoni steaming is definitely womb work and womb wellness. I drink a lot of beet juice. I love beets juiced with pineapple. Delicious. Actually, I've never had beets any other way. I don't know what the fuck beets taste like in terms of eating them, but I used to juice them a lot, and I need to start back because, again, when I'm intentional about working with my root chakra, that's one of the things that I do. I juice beets and I put a little pineapple juice in there. It's delicious. Also, working with your grounding crystals, eating more root vegetables. However, that is more pertinent to like wintertime energy, because root vegetables are very filling, potatoes and shit. And so you want to do something a little lighter. But you definitely want to maybe tap into some guided meditations for the root chakra, as well as, again, working on your sacral chakra. And for some of you, you're needing to do some healing in that way, because if you just got it out of a situation that left you brokenhearted and it was a love connection or someone you were having sex with, there's possibly a soul tie that needs to be healed and cleared. And that is definitely womb work. And men and women have womb energy. The woman has the womb, like pelvic area, root chakra, sacral chakra, vagina. But it is said that a man's womb is his prostate, and so you want to check on your prostate health. To my understanding, men can do steams as well. You steam your balls. I'm not a man, I don't have balls, so I'm not well versed in that, but I've seen the motherfucking magician on Instagram talk about it. If you're not familiar with who he is, his Instagram account is the MFN magician, and he talks about male healing from sexual trauma and misalignment, and I think he even got some videos of him sitting on a steaming pot or whatever. But yeah, want to tap into those practices, male or female. Deep breathing. You definitely want to do some breath work, and center yourself, coming out of this grief. And if you're feeling like hot, passionate, and ready to charge forward into a situation after coming out of something else, you want to do breath work in order to kind of calm yourself down and soothe yourself. So like try breathing, inhaling to the count of 3 and holding your breath on 3, and counting from 1 to 3 as you hold your breath, and then exhale it to the count of 3, and continuing to do that, or try fire breaths. But whatever you do, you want to be mindful of your breathing as part of self-care as you move through this brokenheartedness into a more slower pace and patient moving forward into this cornucopia energy. It's some dope ass energy, because what it says is there's reward for you, like something is within your grasp, but you're needing to keep in mind that you are healing from something, you are overcoming something. And then it says look for fairies. Fairies are not something that I'm well versed in, but it's, for me, it's like looking for like miracles and awe, and like specks of light and different phenomena, especially when you're out in nature. I'm not saying I don't believe in fairies. I don't believe that I've seen any. Now I have been meditating outside, and when I opened my eyes, I saw little dots that made it look like I was transcending some realm. Like I literally, if I reach out my hand, I probably could reach through the air and be in another realm type shit. But I don't know that those were fairies, but it says look for fairies. And so what I'm channeling here is that, and looking for fairies is just like believing in magic, believing in and tapping into, especially when you're out in nature, different phenomena, seeing signs and synchronicities in the animals, and the way the wind blows through, and signs from your ancestors and your spirit guides when you are out and about. So then you have at the top of the deck, journal. This is absolutely pertinent to your healing from this brokenhearted energy. So if you have not been journaling, you may want to start. And it was the Pisces reading where I advised that they journal some of what I was saying in that reading, because there was a whole lot of surrender cards that fell out. So you may want to tap into that as well. Or if any of what I'm saying here in this reading is resonating with you, you may want to journal how you're feeling, so that you have some outlet for expressing yourself, especially if you got some of this pain from this brokenhearted situation lingering. Journaling is a great way to heal and process your thoughts, and also move that energy so that it doesn't stay stuck and stagnant within you. It has an outlet. It's got to go somewhere, right? And at the bottom of the deck, burning bowl ritual, because you needed to release some shit. And we just had this full moon in Scorpio, April 23rd, which is a great energy for doing a release. But you don't have to wait until the full moon. You can do it right now. As soon as you finish watching this video, write down who and what you needed to release, and burn it. As you can see here, she's sitting on the floor. She got her pens, her crystals, she got some paper, and she throwing that shit in that bowl and letting it go. And that is part of you embracing that it's time to shift gears. It's time to let go of the pain, the hurt, the grief, the guilt, the resentment, the shame, the fear, whatever it is. Write that shit down and be as specific as possible and burn it, because that is you energetically manifesting the release of that energy that has been possibly keeping you stagnant, holding you down, holding you back, or incarcerating you in some kind of way. So you definitely want to do a release. And when you do this type of work, and you got the number 7 with Burning Ball Ritual, and then the only other card that equals a 7 in the reading so far is Patience, with 16 breaking down to a 7. Because when you release outdated ideas, limited thinking, and old ways of doing things, relationships that no longer serve you, bad habits, addictions, whatever it is that you're putting into that bowl, you're going to start to see things shift in your life where you're going to be prompted to release those things in the physical. And it requires some patience, taking shit day by day. Now, the other thing that requires some patience on your part is this card that's underneath patience, and that is financial constraint. Your concerns about your finances, where you are financially, let that go. Get out of that lack consciousness. You got this cabinet here where the money was being stored, so it's like a safe, right? And it's only a few coins in there and a book. So maybe that's like a ledger or something where somebody was keeping a tab or account of what was going in and what was going out. But it's spider webs all over that thing. Because for one, you're releasing how you used to, your relationship with money, the way you used to relate to money. That shit is old. It's time to start tapping into abundance consciousness and getting rid of that lack consciousness, that poverty consciousness, and know that you are an heir of God's lavish abundance, and that when you align with your life purpose, the money gonna come. So be patient with yourself and stop stressing about it, and release the stress, the worry, the fear of whatever financial constraints you have in your life at this time. And that's represented by the number 13, which breaks down to a 4. And you gotta manifest that shit, and you can't manifest it worrying about not having it, because when you do that, you align with not having it. You know what I'm saying? So in order to manifest filling up this safe, or getting more money, you need to act like you already got it. Move like you already got it. Don't be sitting up stressing about what you ain't got. Just trust that the idea that you need to make more money, the opportunity that you need to make more money, all of that is going to come to you, but you have to shift your energy as it relates to your finances. And underneath that, you got the thinking man, because yep, that's all your ass been thinking about. It's some money. But underneath that, you got the man holding the heart. So you literally letting that shit block your heart and your healing. But you got something or somebody that you desire. So you got the man holding the heart, represented by the number 9. Healer of the ages, represented by the number 51, which breaks down to a 6. Yeah. What you desire is within your reach. You just got to do this self-care and let whatever has been standing in the way of it go. Acknowledge your pain from this brokenhearted energy, and do this self-care work and move forward. But be patient with yourself. Be patient with your situation. And know that it's not going to, and it's not supposed to change miraculously overnight. Especially not without you putting forth some type of effort to receive this cornucopia. Another thing is, if finances have been an issue, the more you heal, the more you take care of yourself and step into that divine feminine energy, be you masculine or feminine, you align with your abundance, your cornucopia coming in. So that's dope as hell. It's basically saying, like, fear not. You know what I'm saying? It's in the cards for you to have this abundance. I want to see on a deeper level what's going on with y'all in terms of activations and light codes and in your ascension, because you know we had that eclipse, we had the full moons and full moon and the new moon, we had Mercury retrograde, Mercury just went direct. So it's been a lot going on with the energy and in the cosmos. So I want to see how that is affecting this situation for you guys. Please clarify this message for the Aquarius collective. Okay, all of it fell face down, and it fell on top of, I mean, directly on top of all of the self-care cards, except for connect with your womb. So you got Anunnaki light codes, energetic shift, new information, end of a cycle. You are receiving light codes that are supporting you end a cycle in your life. And for many of you, that cycle is that which has kept you brokenhearted and separated from your higher self. That thing that has been separating you from all that the locust has stolen, which is your cornucopia. So know that there's an energetic shift taking place for you, and it ain't just you going through some shit just to be going through some shit. You feeling some type of way just to be feeling some type of way. No, you being divinely led and supported to end a toxic cycle in your 3D reality. Lemurian seed codes, embracing sensitivity, uniqueness, and living with grace. Because what you have experienced is leading you to be more mindful of. That's why you need to do this breath work and be outside looking for fairies and connecting with your womb, because you're coming to understand that you are a far more sensitive individual than you give yourself credit for or have wanted to acknowledge, possibly an empath. But you're embracing your sensitivity or needing to, because you are unique. You ain't meant to move throughout this world like the rest of these motherfuckers. And that's your gift. You know what I'm saying? So you're needing to live with grace. And in living with grace, that's knowing that God got you. And not being hard on yourself, forgiving yourself. Know that God loves you and forgives you. And that your needs will always be provided for. Honey, I'm a living witness. I could have been outside on the street with my shit in a garbage bag a long time ago, if that's what God wanted for me. But I'm provided for. I'm kept. And so are you. The Holy Grail, inner discovery, finding sacredness. You are what you seek. With this Lemurian seed code energy, you may want to look for to meditate with some Lemurian frequencies on YouTube, or buy you some Lemurian crystal so that you can work with that energy. But you got the Holy Grail here, inner discovery, finding sacredness. You are what you seek. Everything that you need is within you. And the Holy Grail speaks to self-care, because you are supposed to give from your overflow. And if your cup, your Holy Grail, is not filled to the brim and pouring over, just like this here message in this image in this card, then you don't have it to give other people, especially when you're healing from shit like this. And when you do interact with or give to other people, it needs to be people who pour into you and are worth your time and your energy. So a lot of you are doing the work to refill your cup so that you can enjoy this cornucopia. I want to read the message of Holy Grail. Earth Star activation, anchoring, grounded, action, Isis energy. This is doubling down on that divine feminine influence, but having it in your 3D reality and anchoring yourself with grounded action. I told you, you're going to have to move toward in some kind of way this cornucopia. It's going to require some effort, some conscious, concerted effort on your part to get to that which you desire. Tap in with that Isis energy, as Isis is the ultimate high priestess energy in Kemetic spirituality. The wife of Osiris. And then you have Temple of Truth. Because the grounded action you need to take is to speak your truth and operate in truth, in spirit and in truth. Temple of Truth, throat chakra, authenticity, self-expression. For many of you, there is truthful expression, communication that wants to pour from you, just like the waters flowing through these gates. And in order for you to fill your cup, you're going to have to step forward to speak your truth to whoever it is you need to speak your truth to, as it relates to the end in this cycle and some separation. and beginning a new cycle, because you got end of a cycle, but you also got new information. So know that if anything that's ending in your life is just making room for something better and for something new. That's dope. I said I was gonna get y'all a crystal prescription. Let me just move some stuff off of the book. And I said I wanted to read Holy Grail. Where did we put it? Still don't know why I love you so much. Yeah. And baby, it's amazing I'm in this space with you. I just can't crack the code. One day you're screaming you love me now, the next day you're so cold. One day you're here, one day you're there, one day you care, you're so unfair. Some, Holy Grail. If y'all are familiar with that Kanye and Jay-Z collab, I think that was off of Watch the Throne. Listen to the lyrics to Holy Grail. Something may be pertinent to what you got going on in your life at this time. But know that you are the Holy Grail. When you step into your God-bodied, God-like energy, you are very much the Holy Grail. When you embody that God energy within you, you are the Holy Grail. And you don't need to search for anything outside of you in order to thrive in this 3D reality. It says the Holy Grail has been a mystery for thousands of years. Many believe that it was the cup that Jesus drank from at the Last Supper, or that was used to collect his blood at the crucifixion, while others believe that it was a person, possibly Mary Magdalene. Before I move forward, y'all may want to work with bloodstone as well, because bloodstone brings like courage and vitality, and it is said to be the stone that has encapsulated Jesus's blood when he was dripping blood from the cross. So if you resonate with that, you may want to get you some bloodstone to work with. But it says, while others believe that it was a person, possibly Mary Magdalene, it's also been described as a stone, a dish, and a cauldron. The energy of this card is strongly related to a physical space, which is the Chalice Well in Glastonbury, Southwest England, a sacred garden where many go to connect with the great goddess and discover the mysteries within. As a gateway, the Holy Grail is the cup of your heart, which we can allow to be filled by source light so that we are overflowing with divine love. The energy that we call into the Holy Grail is the feminine energy of source, the Shekinah, the fierce yet graceful light that inspires us to dance to the sacred rhythm of life. This gateway, therefore, encourages us to stop searching outside of ourselves for truth and go within to realize that we've had everything we've been searching for the whole time. It's like inviting the divine in, but knowing that it was already there before we asked. You've been on a great quest, seeking, searching, discovering, but the further you've gone, the more your heart has called you back. You may still be looking for treasure, but you are now discovering that all roads lead back to you. The great source of creation holds up a shiny mirror in front of you, and you see your reflection. You are the answer. You are the divine. You are created. You are creating. The gateway of your divinity has opened, and the vessel of your being is flowing with infinite light. You have been searching for God, and God is within. So go within. This is the key to heaven. Your cup is overflowing. Your gifts are being unlocked. Let the world share your treasure. How dope is that to know that all along you were searching for something outside of you and you had it within you? That's just like me looking for my keys the other day. I was so tired when I left Spirit Fest. I knew that I had put my keys in my pocket, right? So I done patted my pocket. I ain't feel them. I didn't know that my pockets kind of veered over to the veered over toward my y'all know. So my midsection. So I'm tearing my shit up looking for my keys. I'm looking through my bags. I'm looking out through my homegirl car. I'm like, bruh, I'm not this irresponsible. I done damn near tried to break in my house looking for them keys. I mean, not looking for the keys, but just trying to get in the house because I couldn't find the keys. And once I calmed down, once I took a breath, I put my hand in there and I kind of veered on over to the left, and there were my keys in my pocket all along. Do you know how relieved I was that I didn't have to go back 30 minutes driving where I just came from to look for those keys? Like, that is amazing. You should actually feel or give like a sigh of relief that you don't have to search for anything outside of you. Everything that you need, the money, the love, the support, it's within you. And as within, so without. So you're going to attract to you everything that you need and more. So I pray that you all are doing this work to make room for your overflow. I am tempted to just turn straight to bloodstone, but we're just gonna see. I'm curious as to what crystal you all are being led to work with at this time. And if you don't have access to the actual crystal, find the frequency on YouTube, because there are some, not all, on there, depending on how common the crystal is. Oh shit, my finger is really shaking right here. Shit, it's the beginning of the book. Okay, that's saying something about minerals. And I'm so hard-headed right now, I want to pick something else. But this one gives a lot of, it gives a few different crystals. So I'm going to read this, and y'all, I'm going to be obedient. If any one of our systems is imbalanced, it compromises our health and well-being. Health, in fact, is a state of dynamic balance between these elemental forces, both in the earth and in our own organism. Our ancestors knew the value of this dynamic balance. They spent their lives immersed in the energies of these elemental forces and honored them for their life-giving properties. Days were spent out in the fresh air and sunshine, drinking pure water and eating foods that were grown in harmony with natural law. Today, we spend most of our time isolated from these natural sources of energy, and disease and imbalance are the result. We are taught to be afraid of the sun and its life-giving fire. We eat foods grown on overstressed earth, depleted of minerals. Our water is toxic, as is our overly conditioned and polluted air. By separating ourselves from the natural elemental forces and attempting to control them, we have created a tremendous imbalance in both the Earth's energy and body, and our own. Healing is a process of restoring a state of dynamic balance to the body and energy systems by moving back into harmony with these natural forces. Okay, I get why I was being led to this page, because you all are in a state of deep physical, emotional, and spiritual healing. But in order to move toward this cornucopia and appreciate it for what it is, and be able to enjoy it when you receive whatever it is that your heart desires, you need to be in this healthy space of not worried about your money, and not sick, not like with sickness in your body, and low vibe soul ties to energies that drain you, and that sort of thing. So you need to tap into just what's being advised here in this page. Glad I listened to my intuition. So it says, this state of dynamic balance allows us to respond appropriately to experiences and stimuli we encounter on a daily basis. When we are not able to dynamically respond to these changing energies and experiences, y'all are definitely going through change. Remember, with that Anunnaki light code, you had the end of a cycle. So this is advising you to pay attention to like your holistic health, because that's what's going to support you through these massive changes that you're going through. When we are not able to dynamically respond to these changing energies and experiences, we manifest a host of symptoms, including physical, psychological, emotional, and energetic dis-ease. In order to restore the state of dynamic balance that is health, we must be brought into resonance with the full range of healing frequencies available to us through moving back into harmonic vibration with the elemental forces of Gaia. Crystals and stones can be especially helpful in balancing these elemental forces within the body. Yes, all crystals and stones come from the earth, but that does not mean all crystals and stones carry only the energy of the earth element. The earth planet is made up of stone and rock, yet all of these dynamic elements are present in her total being. Within Gaia's body, minerals act as resonant cells that carry the different frequencies of energy, as represented by the elemental forces. In fact, crystals and stones act as regulators and distributors of electromagnetic light energy throughout the earth. The electromagnetic field of the earth extends over 35,000 miles into space. This light field, all electromagnetic energy is light energy, surrounds, permeates, and interacts with everyone and everything on the planet. Just as our own electromagnetic field or aura surrounds, permeates, and interacts with all of the cells and particles making up our physical bodies, the core of the earth generates most of this electromagnetic field, just as our hearts generate most of our auric energy. The mineral kingdom acts as an electromagnetic distribution system for the earth. Some minerals are electrical in nature, such as clear quartz, which releases an electric charge when it is heated or when pressure is applied to it. So, as these crystals are heated or squeezed by compression in the earth's crust, they release an electrical charge that is distributed through the earth's electromagnetic field. Other minerals are more magnetic in nature, such as the naturally magnetic lodestone, also known as magnetite. The magnetic energy of these minerals act to regulate the earth's frequency of vibration. So some stones act as stimulators of the earth's energy, and some act as regulating influences upon it. This is reminding me of that divine masculine energy that I read, where we were talking about the divine masculines coming to explore and understand their magnetism. So you may want to work with lodestone, also known as magnetite, if you resonated with this message or that message. Each mineral within the earth vibrates with a specific band of frequency within the full electromagnetic spectrum of the planet. You can think of these frequencies like the color bands in a rainbow. Though the color of a stone does not necessarily reveal its resonant frequency, some minerals vibrate at a very specific and narrow range of frequencies. So basically what this is saying is crystals vibrate at a certain frequency, and so do you. And for many of you, your aura, for all of us, our aura is the culmination of our frequency. And some people have the gift of being able to see auras. At Spirit Fest, they had a few people set up who were taking aura pictures, which would take your picture and it would show you what color your aura is, and then it'll give you a breakdown of what that means for you. So you have people who have different color auras. They'll have green and red, and that speaks to like being in their strong root chakra, heart chakra energy. I've had one before. Mine was all purple, violet and purple, and that was at a time where I was really elevating in my high priestess energy. So that was right on point, because I was operating from my third eye and my crown chakra a lot, which is what those colors represent. And since we didn't get a particular stone, I'm gonna go ahead and turn to bloodstone. I used to sell bloodstone, but I sold out and I never acquired any more. So I have my personal piece, but other than that, I don't have any right now. But bloodstone helps with strength, courage, purification, and vitality. I said that you all are tapping more into your vitality, increasing your vitality after some experience that you have, or the pain that you're experiencing as you close out this cycle that's coming with these Anunnaki light codes. But bloodstone is relative to the earth element and the root chakra. It says bloodstone is a great purifier, a healing tool for dispelling negative influences from the auric field, and bringing one's subtle energies into wholeness and balance. So you guys are definitely needing to do the work to achieve and maintain your balance. That keeps coming up in this reading. It increases your vitality and also assists in facing the realities of physical mortality and death. This is not you, even though this can mean physical death, but in this reading, it's not talking about you physically dying. It's talking about the death of your old life, death of some old relationships, death of some old habits, death of some old places that you frequented. So you want to work with bloodstone to help you transition into your new life, your rebirth. Just on 4444. Know that the angels and ancestors are supporting you. All of earth and heaven is supporting you. You got me right here giving you advice, supporting you on how to move through this transition that you're in as you move toward your cornucopia. It said bloodstone is a stone of noble sacrifice, and it is perhaps more than coincidence that the red spots were once said to be drops of Christ's blood. For those called to give of themselves for the good of the community, bloodstone can offer courage and solace. It has a way of eliciting the highest, most altruistic character traits in whoever carries or uses it. At its most effective, it stimulates the urge toward Christ consciousness within the self. From this vibration, it can assist one in comprehending and appreciating this consciousness and is aspiring to feed its flame within the heart. The affirmation for bloodstone is, I am at home and alive in my physical body, which vibrates at its optimal level of strength, vitality, and purity, and I act for the highest good of all. Y'all, this been a long ass zodiac reading. I had no intention of this reading being this long, but with everything that was coming through, I did not want to cheat y'all. So I hope the message found you well. I got me a little gym date I'm about to go to. So I'm gonna let y'all go. And if you have questions, if you like to leave a comment about something that resonates you, feel free to put that comment down in the description box. If you would like a personal reading, feel free to email me at turquoisemajesty@gmail.com. My books are open. If you'd like to donate, feel free to donate to my Cash App or PayPal, and that information is in the description box. But I hope something was said that lifts your heart as you are moving out of this cycle that has to come to an end. You cannot fight it. You can try to resist it, but up to this point, I'm feeling like you see ain't no resisting this. But until next time, y'all. Peace.